Senate on Tuesday amended the 2024 Appropriation Act with an increase of 6.2 trillion naira for infrastructure projects across the country. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, announced the amendment during the plenary after the senators supported it through voice votes. With the development, the 2024 budget size is now 35.05 trillion naira. Last week, President Bola Tinubu sought the approval of the National Assembly members to provide 3.2 trillion naira for infrastructure projects and 3 trillion naira for expenditure requirements in the 2024 budget. The request was subsequently referred to the Committee on Appropriations for consideration. At the plenary yesterday, the chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations, Olamilekan Adiola, APC Ogun West, stressed the need to provide infrastructure projects across the country and other recurrent expenditures, such as the new minimum wage. Mr. Adiola explained that the increase will be financed with the one-time windfall tax on banks' foreign exchange profits for 2023 as approved by the National Assembly. The senator thereafter recommended the approval of the amendment. After presenting the report, the Senate President directed senators to refer to the Committee of the Whole to consider it clause by clause. At the Committee of the Whole, the Deputy Senate President, Barau Jibrin, commended the Appropriations Committee for looking into the budget. Mr. Jibrin, thereafter, urged his colleagues to support the increase in the budget. The senators voted overwhelmingly for the document amendment when Mr. Akpabio put it to voice vote. In his remarks, the Senate President assured that Nigeria will be a better country with the budget. Let me start with you, Ugochukwu. What is your reaction to this?
Choma, I don't want to go so much into this shenanigan and this unrealistic renewal of hope budget. The question I want to ask, the 27 or 28.5 trillion that Mr. President presented in the lifetime of this administration in this fiscal year 2024, how has it been? Where has it been channeled? What has Nigerian government, achieved with it? That's the million-dollar question we should be asking. Is it only the addition of 6.5 trillion that we make a change? Going by what the Deputy Senate President said, by eulogizing the addition, saying that it will change the narrative of the Nigerian story, which is we are grappling with super hyper inflation. We are still grappling with insecurity here and there. We are grappling with the unavailability of power supply. We are grappling with increase in out-of-school children. We are grappling with the shortfall in our pharmaceutical products. We are grappling with the shortage of crude. I stopped by while I was coming. The PMS is sold at 8.40 per liter now. Is that what the president promised us when he said subsidy is gone? We are at the gas, or what did they call it, the conversion CNG cars. Where is the functionality of the Nigerian refinery Port Harcourt that we are promised? Where is the buses that he promised that will be provided for civil servants across the states? Where is the palliative that will cushion the effect? What are those things that he laid on the floor that will cushion the effect of subsidy removal? And not only that, we now found out that subsidy is being paid. You can hear the cry of Dangote of how he's been frustrated and all that. So, Choma, going into the budget, I don't see anything meaningful that this budget has achieved.
All right.
The only thing we know is that they are plunging the money into where it will not solve the teething problems that are staring an average Nigerian in the face.
Right.
The economy is not improving. We are not seeing the revamping of the economy and all whatnot. So for me, they pass it for themselves, increase in their own allocation and quota and oversight function and whatever that have been going on in the house. So they pass it to get their own fair share, and that is how we see it. Before you know it, not only this one, you will also see that there will be an exaction, because this is still July ending. Okay. Choma, if you look at 27 point something trillion, and we are inserting 6 trillion in just after 6 months of the lifetime of this budget, don't you think there will be an insertion of another trillion before the year runs out? Just
hold on to that thought. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue. Do not go away.
We always overcome.
What Nigerians need now.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank.
She said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the dumb thing. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Up and down like this now.
I hope nobody carry belle.
Why you ask? Oh?
Because this road where they see, so it no guarantee safe delivery.
We just vote for government, but we not get good governance.
At all.
Road so no day, light outside. The infrastructure we can't talk to be forbidden fruit for the people.
Corruption, spoil everything. Hello?
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mrs. Ayeni. I am calling from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
Okay. Okay, I've been expecting your call.
Madam, remove this your phone from loudspeaker.
Now my phone be like that. Hello?
Are you there?
I'm hearing you.
Yes. We saw a copy of your invoice for computers, printers, and laptops.
Yes. Are you working on them now?
Ma, the prices you quoted are way too high now.
Madam, sorry, please don't cost.
We found the laptop you said is 1.8 million naira for 600,000 naira.
Hello?
Now my body network there.
I can't hear you. Network is bad.
Madam, we can hear you. Continue.
Hello, I can't hear you. I will call you back.
That behavior not good now.
Madam, now this kind behavior they kill our country. You suppose do things differently, make Nigeria for better.
Corruption not in my country.
This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
I don't get a lot. Boy, they won't booga me small. They say, man, give them bribe. I say, nothing. Okay, now, we'll go block later. You remember that contract we will do that time now? They don't pay.
But first, you see the house rent with the old since. We go first call caretaker, take the money, slap him.
Beg, see, you know, say I get annual levy where they pay for club. Where me and boys they shark beer in our house, I go pay that one. You remember say me and tell you I go buy you motor. I go buy.
representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank.
She said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Mr. Bright, what is your immediate reaction to Senate approving the supplementary budget to the tune of 6.2 trillion naira?
Mother Choma, like he said before, he doesn't want to go into that. To me, I don't want to go into that, but you know, it's not a new thing. It has always happened because there is the minimum wage. It's already there. It has come, which means you must look for a way to accommodate the minimum wage. I think when you ask them, they have to, from that angle, to justify it. But the truth is that you and I knows that the House, the Senate, when it comes to Appropriation Act, Nigeria, the Senate always act fast because it concerns money. Yes, sir. So I was listening to the
Senate President,
not even from the reps, which is I think that is the leader, Abubakar Bichi, saying that they have to do this to make sure they accommodate the minimum wage, and it's not a bad idea, because since minimum wage is there, definitely there must be need for you to look into, or for you to increase the budget, the appropriation, to make sure that you accommodate all those things. So looking at them, and they even mentioned the Lagos Calabar Expressway,
super highway.
Those ones have always been occurring, because Nigeria will force to say, oh, why are you doing this? That is where they get the attention of Nigerians, using the minimum wage to say, oh, we want to break this for we to accommodate. You agree with me that the minimum wage is something that needs urgency. It's something that have to, since you have implemented, you have to start immediately. So that is the more reason why I think they have to increase the budget.
Now, the thing is, when you look at the speed with which this supplementary budget was passed, and when you look at the initial scandal that broke out with the 2024 appropriation bill, the information that came out from Senator Ningi with respect to padding the budget. Now, when you look at this supplementary budget, Nigerians didn't have time to even look into that budget, as it were. You know, the speed with which that budget was passed, you know, you would wonder if that budget went through the proper screening, if, you know, certain agencies and ministries even had time, because I'm sure some of them will also need supplementary supplementary budget as well. There are processes that this supplementary budget has to go through. The question is, in your own opinion, Ifeanyi, would you say that the right thing was done in passing the supplementary budget?
Choma, I will just say three things so that we'll flip this over. Choma, one, the supplementary budget was meant for the FCT minister, who has already submitted the supplementary budget to the Senate for more of his developmental thinking, as they say it in the FCT, because they can't see what 6.something trillion we do for the, you know, adding to the superhighway, adding to the minimum wage. And don't forget that the minimum wage that Bright is talking about is for the minimum wage. The federal government will pay their workers. The state are still going to debate it, even when they get an appropriate and equal proportional allocation from the federal government in order to aid them in paying. They will still debate it before they will pay. So that one is off. The Senate or the presidency cannot use the capturing of the minimum wage, which they were twisted into doing. Believe you me, they have not even, you know, compiled how much that minimum wage will engulf. Right. And even we don't know the lifetime of it. So for me, it is a way of seeing the Senate as a rubber stamp. All right. The Senate has become, you ask why the urgency, they have become hasty in everything they are doing. And again, when a bill concerns Nigerians, the welfare of Nigerians, which is the primary responsibility of any given government, as enshrined in section 14, in chapter 14, section 2b of the Constitution, The primary welfare, the welfare and the security of the people shall be the primary responsibility of the citizens. But when it comes to a bill that has to do with the direct affinity with the citizens of Nigeria, you don't see them. You saw the urgency in passing the national anthem, the urgency in passing this bill, the urgency in amending the Police Act to favor only one person. You're not talking about how Nigerians have been complaining about how the police is being underfunded and how they are living in dilapidated quarters and the operation vehicles, if not for the governors. The only president would the lifetime of the tenure of the IGP only.
All right, moving on to the next story.